So you are just starting out freelancing and probably you don't have a phone or laptop and you want to learn how you can earn from your phone, only from your phone, and make at least $1,000 a month, at least enough money for you to get a laptop and get started as a freelancer and become a good freelancer. Just at least earn a little bit before you move on to the next level. Then this video is for you, right? In this video, I'm going to show you 7 skills that you can start from your phone. Like you can do everything from your phone and make at least $1,000 per month. And this is a guaranteed stuff. As long as you take action, you're going to make that amount of money. Okay, so without wasting time, I'm also going to be showing you I'm going to be showing you everything step by step, how you can research about these skills and learn from them, maybe courses you could get, and maybe learn it from Udemy and the rest of that. So basically, if you stick with me to the end of this video, then you're going to get everything and your action and the implementation you need to take for you to get started with this, okay? So first on our list is number 1, which is technical writing. So let's highlight that there so you could see it, all right? Technical writing. Basically, technical writing is writing as a subject matter expert or writing for industries that are a little bit confusing. Okay, so let's say you're writing for astronauts, which is going to be actually where you're going to be writing for astronaut doctors, you're going to be writing this is basically you writing technical writing in the industry language. Astronauts, doctors, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, blockchain, programming language, programming, software engineer, and the rest of that, right? Engineers and the rest of that. This is what technical writing is. And this is one of the highest paid skills on this list. In fact, it's the second highest paying skill, in my opinion, and from my research also on this list, right? You can get paid as much as $1,000 per writing, and as high as $5,000 per month if you are if you as a retainer, depending on what you want, right? Depending on what the client wants you to do. It's a very high paying skill. So but one thing I want you to know is that if you're going to go with technical writing, then you want to make sure that what you are doing, like everything I've ever said, has high demand. It has to have high demand. Like now, you can be a technical writer for astronauts, but there isn't much demand for that, right? Except maybe someone is running a blog or a YouTube channel about astronauts, and the person needs you to do something like that. But there is not much demand for that. But currently now in the world, what has the most demand is blockchain, cryptocurrency, NFTs, and meme coins. All of these things in the blockchain industry, there is a high demand for knowledge on this, and there are high demands for technical writers in these spaces. There are other places, like I mentioned, software engineering and the rest of that. You have to do your research for that. So if you want to learn this, simple. Like I always said, it's easy to do research online and learn stuff like this. First thing you can easily do, you can go to YouTube. If I want to learn something online, YouTube is actually the first place I won't go to before going to this thing. On YouTube, I type learn technical writing. Okay. And you can see what's technical writing, writing gen fundamentals, technical writing beginners, advice and resources, right? You can go to this technical writing 101, introduction to technical writing. What's technical writing? How to manage your writing skills, right? Now, on all of these, especially this one stands out the most. Take note of our name, right? Go to our channel, watch these things, learn to use YouTube descriptions.
Becoming a tech writer might be easier than other professions, but being successful as a tech writer is a completely different game.
Right? You look through her descriptions, find the materials there, and the rest of that. You go through her materials, you find the stuff there, you find some other YouTube videos. YouTube will give you recommendations about this. And you take what you learn from there and start as a beginner. One thing you always want to do is that you want to practice, because when it comes to writing or anything like that, you want to actually find a way to practice. So make sure you practice so you have something to show any of your clients when they ask you, have you written anything like this or not? You can't say, oh, I've understood what technical writing is, but you've not written anything in technical writing, and then I think the client should hire you because you feel like you've read about technical writing or you've watched a video about technical writing and you do it. No, I always said this and I'll say it again. Show, don't tell. Show if as long as it's possible, and it's always possible more than 95 or 98% of the time. Show your clients that you can do this instead of just telling them that you can do this. Okay. So that's out of the way. Technical writing is out of the way. Let's go to number 2, which is blog writing, right? This is all the blog writing is under content writing, but this is more like you niching down, right? And just the way you can niche down in technical writing, you can also niche down in blog writing. So you can, like, again, you can go to YouTube, you can go to Google too. But if you want to learn practically, I would say YouTube is good. And if you want to learn it, but as like, okay, like let's just take a dial back to technical writing again. You can go on Google and type resource for technical writing. Okay. And you can see that you will see stuff like this. And you will see a lot of stuff like this that will show you how to do it. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use Google in this aspect and check how to become a blog writer, how to become a blog writer. And you can see that they will show you a lot of things you can do here. Now, if you need like a website to put your portfolio on and you don't have one, you can easily use Google. You can easily go to Google sites and use that website there to publish your content. It's free. You can even get a free WordPress account and publish your content on WordPress for free. When your client asks you, oh, let me see your listing, you send it to your website or give them a link to your website. And they read all about your blog article and the rest of that, right? That is another way you can do this. Then you also go to YouTube again. It's quite easy, guys. This is really easy, and if you really want it, you'll be able to do it. Not something you have to crack your head for. Blog writing. How to start, right? This is it. Definitely you will see ads there. How to write a blog post from start to finish. How to write a blogging tutorial for beginners, how to write a blog post for beginners, and the rest of that. Okay, now you've learned more about this. So you know how you're going to go and do your research to become a blog writer. And again, if you want to do technical writing, blog writing, any of these writing things, in fact, any of these things I'm going to list, you want to create a mock-up portfolio. I'll put the link into the mock-up portfolio video in the description of this video on YouTube. So go out there, read what I mean by mock-up portfolio. Use what I taught you guys there creatively in your own industry or whatever you take from here and start and create mock-up portfolio so you can show your clients. So when you're sending proposals, when you're sending code emails, when you're sending the rest of this, you're not shooting blanks, okay? So number three on the list here is just basic graphics design. All right, this is quite easy. So it's basically you designing on your phone or on your laptop. Sorry, this is on phone, right? Basic graphic design is basically you designing either flyers, logos, removing the background of pictures that people want on your phone and sending it to them. It's quite easy. All you have to do is go to canva.com. There are so many resources you can use. Canva.com. You can go to canva.com. You can use Adobe, this thing. You can use any of these picture editing softwares to edit on your phone, and you can basically, if you are having problem knowing which one to use, you can basically put edit pictures on my phone. Pictures on my phone, right? How to edit like a pro on your phone. Top 7 apps, right? Graphics design on my phone. Let's do that again. These resources are out there. Graphics design on my phone. And you can see that how to make a graphic design with a mobile phone, right? How to do graphic design on mobile. Everything. These guys will give it to you. Give it up apps you can start with. And then you have the skill. That's the main thing. You want to get the skill. All right. So after this, the next thing we're going to go is number 4, which is, let's see, copyright. And copywriting is what I do. This is my own freelance skill, right? So as a copywriter, the main aim of you becoming a copywriter is to write words that help you sell. That is the main thing, because your writing was make people take action. So let's say someone has a website and he's not getting enough people to input their emails into his website, so you can sell to them or market to them later. As a copywriter, you write that website to help make it more compelling for individuals to give your clients their emails or maybe purchase that product and the rest of that, right? Make it engaging enough. That's one thing you want to do as a copywriter. That's what you do in copywriting. And copywriting is quite easy. You can, it's quite simple to understand and easy to grasp. And at the beginning and everything is good, but if you want to get to the top, you have any of these skills, you have to be obsessed and you have to put in more effort to distinguish yourself from the rest of the crowd. But like I said, if you're just making your first $1,000 per month online, then sure, any of these we do. Okay. So if you want to learn copywriting, you can send me a DM on WhatsApp. I will send you the copywriting resources I have. Alternatively, you can get my paid course on copywriting. This is actually the best way, the fastest way you can learn copywriting right now directly from me. And then you can also use the methods I showed you guys for researching here, right? Maybe books to read copywriting, search for that, you search for how to start copywriting on YouTube. But one thing I've realized when I come to copywriting is that there's a lot of trashy advice out there when you are starting out. I won't say it's trashy advice, but it's not pinned down. And that's what most people never get when they're doing stuff on when you're going for the free options of things, right? Maybe you want to learn something, but you don't want to pay for it and most of that. You are going to spend more time doing that research because what you're looking for is not going to be pinned down and giving you a direct path. Unlike when you get a paid course, what should take you 1 month can take you up to 3, 4, 5 months, right? Or what should take you this thing 1 week to learn, it can take you up to a month or 3 weeks or 2 weeks to learn. It all depends on your intensity. I'm not crediting learning for free. It's actually very good, but if you can afford it and you want to move fast, then getting something paid is actually one of the best ways for you. So I've shown you guys how you can research for technical writing, blog writing, basic graphics design, and copywriting. And now we're going to go to number 5, which is social media management. Right? This is very easy, and this is another one that you can get the clients to pay you well. I have a student who was managing Instagram accounts from her phone for about 10 people. And what she did, following my advice, is she posted this, and it was like she wants to manage social media on a particular Facebook group. I told her to post it, and got 10 clients at $250 per month. So she was making $2,500 per month. She had to get an extra phone and laptop to help her manage these accounts efficiently. But the main point of this is that as a social media manager, what you are doing is basically creating the content and maybe if it's writing content and stuff like that, and posting it for the person's or whoever social media account they're handling, the companies or the business social media account they're handling, and writing their post and posting it. Probably might be replying messages, but that will be delving deep into virtual assistants and the rest of that. And then they're just basically writing and posting, making sure their post is engaging enough and the rest of that. They're not going to be doing running ads. They're just basically going to be managing their social media account, posting and the rest of that. And that's all and you can get paid by the hour. That's amazing. That's good stuff. Like it's another one of the, I would say it's the third on the list for highest pay. And before I forgot to mention, copywriting is what's going to pay you the most. Copywriters are the highest paid writers anywhere, right? But it all depends on your skill. Before you can get to the point where people are paying you high, you have to break out of where you currently are. Okay. So now you know how. Let me just show you for reference sake how to social media management. Management for beginners, right? Social media management for beginners, Google, Facebook, and these are the places you manage, right? Now, some of these videos want to show you how to use apps and stuff to make things easier. But like I said, this is something I did. Are you guys hearing me? Like, this is something I did when I was starting out, and you don't need a software or anything. Now, guys, maybe sometimes you might encounter a little bit of difficulty on these things what you want to do is, the device you're holding is actually very powerful. Go to whatever browser it is you are using. Click on desktop view. Maybe something doesn't want to function well on Office or laptop. Go to that same website or whatever to where it is. Click on desktop view and it will start loading as if you are using a PC. Sure, this is the best. This is what because you can't afford a laptop, or you don't want to get a laptop now. So if you're using a phone, you don't have any other option than to do this. Okay. So the next one is audio to text transcription, right? So they can send you a YouTube video, they can send you a voice note, they can send you a call and a stop that, and you basically what you're going to do is transcribe it into written words. And like I said, like every other thing I've taught you guys here, audio to text, right? Audio to text converter, there are stuff like that. You can use this, how to convert audio to text free. No time. This is actually one of the ones you can, if you can find a client base for it. There isn't much people sending out proposals for this, right? And they're paying, the pay is not that high. But if you can find multiple of this, you can do a lot of this in a short time and make a whole lot of money. That's it, right? Just transcribing something for like $50 and you do like 4 in a day or 3 in a day, right? I'm making 150 every day. I think I'm making more than $1,000. So I'm making just doing just 2 in a day or 3 in a week. Come on, think about these guys. These are how you do it. You can do audio to text transcription, right? You can see it. How to transcribe properly, and stuff like that. These are all here to teach you how to do it. Google is there too, and these guys are going to mention apps and materials you can use. I'll do the text transcription on my phone. Let's see, right? I'll do the text transcription on my phone. A better way to automatically transcribe video/audio to text. Take 2. And everything is on your mobile device. You can use this and pitch the clients on your mobile device. Right? And we are down to the last one, guys, and which is virtual assistant. You can become a virtual assistant by doing from your phone, right? Like I said earlier, virtual assistants and social media management, it's a little bit close, but they're all the same thing. As a virtual assistant, you get to send emails to your for your clients. You get to maybe answer reply tests for your clients. You get to book meetings and schedule meetings for your clients. You get to how do I put this again? All of these things, you get to do all of these things for your clients. You get to handle the social media, you get to do a bit of social media management for your client. This is what being a virtual assistant is. Although it is not the easiest part to do this thing. Make sure that any job you're applying for is the one that you can just present things, right? They just need you to do you can there's one thing I'm supposed to mention, but I didn't mention it, which is data entry phone. But it depends on the job the person wants you to do, right? That's one of the things you want to do. So virtual assistant on my phone. Let's see how it goes. Assistant phone. And one thing I like about some stuff of these is that no this thing, right? You can see this one says no phone. It's all for phones. But basically, you can research stuff like this virtual assistant job that can do for phone, right? Virtual assistants are also people who get paid a little bit well. As a virtual assistant, your starting salary can be anywhere from $5 to $10 to $15 per hour and 40 hours per week. So if you're working let's say $10 per hour for $40 a week, you're making $400 per week. And $400 per week at the end of the month is $1,200 per month. $1,200 per month is over $600,000 per month. For something as cheap as this, you are making more than someone who is working in an oil company in Nigeria or a professor. So think about that, guys. There's getting rich fast, and this is the way the internet has made it possible for each and every one of us to get rich fast, and you want to take full advantage of that. Because what I'm saying here is because you can't go the slow way, go to school, do this, do that, and come and start waiting years before you start earning that kind of money. These things are on your fingertips, even if you're just 18 years or 17 years. I know people, come on, I know people personally are making this amount. Like I said earlier yesterday, I know someone who is making $1,500 every day in Nigeria. It's not from freelancing though, but still the internet gives you the access to all of this. And if you want to make money and you're starting from scratch, this video is what's going to put you through. This video is putting you through it because you need to generate cash before you can do other things that will bring you money faster with less work. So you have to put in the work, start on your phone, get your laptop and rest of that. I'm making this video because this is exactly how I started. I said from my phone, I had no money, I had nothing. So guys, make sure you use this. And you can find stuff like this that you can do, but they're not much here, but read more, research more about it and see the ones you can do. If you can't find something that you can navigate on your phone, that's fine. Yeah, I listed 6 other skills here that you can do for yourself. So that's all for this video. I'll leave the link to the mock-up portfolio video down in the description of this video. And if you have any questions, you can ask me this thing and what they call it. And that's all of it, right? If you have any questions, you can ask me. There will be a link to it in my description. So I'll see you guys in the next video.